The way you speak to yourself matters. It narrates your daily experiences, comments on situations, and shapes the way you perceive yourself and the world around you. This internal dialogue is one of the most significant, yet often overlooked, factors in shaping our lives. Internal dialogue is not just idle chatter. It's one of the biggest assets you have when it comes to creating the life you want. While many people may not think much about it, your internal dialogue holds immense power. It affects your self-esteem, your decisions, your emotional state, and even your physical health. The way you talk to yourself determines whether you'll experience a life of progress and fulfillment, or one of stagnation and frustration. In this video, we'll explore why your internal dialogue is such a powerful asset and how you can harness it to improve your life. The influence of internal dialogue on self-perception. Your internal dialogue is the lens through which you interpret your reality. It colors your perception of who you are and what you're capable of. If your self-talk is consistently negative, you begin to believe that you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough to achieve your goals. This mindset inevitably limits your potential and keeps you trapped in cycles of self-doubt. On the other hand, when your internal dialogue is positive and supportive, you see yourself as capable, resilient, and empowered to take on challenges. You begin to internalize beliefs that encourage growth, learning, and persistence. This shift in mindset makes all the difference between those who achieve success and those who fall short. Consider someone who constantly tells themselves, "I can't do this," or "I'm just not cut out for this." These kinds of thoughts create mental blocks, making even small challenges seem insurmountable. In contrast, someone whose internal dialogue is along the lines of, "I can figure this out," or "This may be tough, but I'll find a way," is more likely to find solutions, push through adversity, and ultimately succeed. Self-talk and emotional regulation. Your internal dialogue doesn't just affect how you see yourself. It also plays a critical role in how you manage your emotions. When you face setbacks, challenges, or disappointments, your self-talk can either soothe or escalate your emotional response. For example, if you face a stressful situation and your internal dialogue is full of panic and negativity, "This is a disaster. I can't handle this." Your stress levels will rise and you may feel overwhelmed. However, if your self-talk in the same situation is calm and reassuring, "I can handle this. I've been through tough situations before," you're more likely to stay composed, make rational decisions, and navigate the challenge successfully. By becoming aware of how you talk to yourself in emotionally charged situations, you can begin to control your reactions. Rather than letting your emotions spiral out of control, you can consciously choose to reframe your internal dialogue to stay grounded and in control. The power of reframing. One of the most valuable tools in transforming your internal dialogue is the practice of reframing. Reframing involves shifting your perspective on a situation by changing the way you talk to yourself about it. For instance, imagine you've just received critical feedback. Your initial reaction might be to think, "I'm terrible at this," or "I'm never going to improve." This type of self-talk is defeatist and will only serve to demoralize you. However, by reframing your internal dialogue, you can tell yourself, "This feedback is an opportunity to improve," or "I can learn from this and come back stronger." Reframing allows you to shift from a negative, self-defeating mindset to one that is solution-oriented and growth-focused. This subtle change in how you talk to yourself can have a profound impact on your motivation, resilience, and overall outlook on life. Internal dialogue and success. Your internal dialogue plays a pivotal role in shaping your success. Think about it. Every successful person, whether in business, sports, or any other field, has faced failure at some point. What sets them apart from others is their ability to maintain positive, empowering self-talk, even in the face of adversity. Take elite athletes, for example. They are often trained, not just physically, but mentally. Their coaches know that the way an athlete talks to themselves during a game, especially during moments of high pressure, can be the deciding factor between winning and losing. Positive self-talk helps athletes stay focused, confident, and resilient, even when the odds are stacked against them. The same principle applies in everyday life. When you believe in yourself, When your internal dialogue is filled with words of encouragement and possibility, you become more resilient in the face of challenges. You're more likely to take risks, embrace new opportunities, and persist until you achieve your goals. On the contrary, if your self-talk is filled with doubt and negativity, you're likely to hold yourself back, playing it safe and avoiding challenges altogether. Cultivating a positive internal dialogue. So, how can you cultivate a positive internal dialogue and turn this asset into a powerful tool for success? Here are a few strategies. Number 1, become aware of your self-talk. The first step in transforming your internal dialogue is becoming aware of it. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind on a daily basis. Are they mostly positive or negative? Do they encourage or discourage you? By simply bringing awareness to your self-talk, you can begin to take control of it. Number 2, challenge negative thoughts. When you notice negative self-talk creeping in, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Often, our negative thoughts are irrational or exaggerated. By questioning their validity, you can begin to weaken their hold on you. Number 3, reframe negative situations. As mentioned earlier, reframing is a powerful tool. When faced with a setback or challenge, try to see the silver lining. Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects of a situation, focus on what you can learn from it or how you can grow. Number 4, practice affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself to reinforce a belief or goal. By regularly practicing affirmations, you can reprogram your mind to focus on positivity and possibility. For example, you might say to yourself, "I'm so glad to be achieving my goals," or "I handle challenges with grace and resilience." Number 5, surround yourself with positivity. The people and environment you surround yourself with can have a significant impact on your internal dialogue. If you're constantly around negativity, it's likely to seep into your self-talk. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Conclusion, your greatest asset. Your internal dialogue is one of the greatest assets you have. It can either be a source of empowerment or a limiting force in your life. By becoming aware of your self-talk and actively working to cultivate a positive, growth-oriented internal dialogue, you can unlock your full potential and create a life of success, fulfillment, and joy. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you might realize. Start using this asset to your advantage and watch how it transforms every area of your life. If this video helped you, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and click the link in the description for more.